Hey, what's going on guys? John Shea here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can make upwards of $750 this coming weekend if you follow exactly what I'm going to be showing you in this video. So before we dive into today's video and I show you this strategy, be sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video, and if you like the content in this video, be sure to throw me a comment back on the video. I will actually come back and reply to your comment. As well as if you have not subscribed yet to the channel, be sure to subscribe as I release new videos each and every week. So what I'm going to be talking about today is something that I've actually been doing for many years. Really what it involves is helping business owners with a service that they all need, and ultimately being able to charge them money for that service and collect checks, every time you do this service for them. So let me jump over to my desktop and I'm gonna walk you through exactly some examples of how I've done this and how it's worked out for me. Okay, so we're over on my desktop and I'm gonna show you guys something that I really use to get started with helping local businesses and also being able to get paid pretty much by offering this really simple service. And it's something that I can't tell you how many businesses actually still need help with this. And it's really something that everybody needs. Every business needs this, and that's a website, right? You might think, well, it's 2018, who still is looking for a website? And I can tell you right now, if you look around in some small cities, you start typing in different small niche industries, you're gonna find that there's many people who have websites that haven't been touched in upwards of potentially even up to 10 years. So let's take a quick example today. If we head over to Google, I typed in plumber North Andover, MA, which North Andover is a fairly small town in the state of Massachusetts. And here we have Google AdWords ads, so we're going to ignore those for now. And if you go below this, we actually have several business listings. So when I did this years ago, I actually found this business showing up way far down on the listings. This guy by the name of Sean. And what I ended up doing is I actually called up Sean and I said, look, I'm looking to basically start working with business owners, and I want to help, help them with their websites and their marketing. And he went on this big rant, that he gets calls from people all the time offering this. And I said, look, I'm going to help you out for free. I'm actually going to help build this website for you. I'm not going to charge you anything, but I want a testimonial in return. That's all I'm looking for. And he agreed to that. And I said, let's move forward and kind of talk about this more. And I ended up building his website, and I did some very, very basic SEO, which is search engine optimization. I basically put offering plumbing and HVAC services in North Andover, and you can see I also tagged the title of the site with North Andover. And now he ranks number 2 on Google, and he's number 1 in this map area, this is where he's going to get most of his calls. I also told him to go out and get more reviews. So he took all that advice, and with the combination of showing up here high in rankings, being in a small town, he gets so much business now that he literally is actually not accepting new customers. And that first time, like after I finished building the website, before he even started getting phone calls, he said, you know what, I'm going to pay you $750 just because you did such a good job on the website. So let me show you guys what I ended up doing. This is the site here. I ended up basically finding a basic WordPress template. These are fairly cheap. They range anywhere from, say, $40 upwards of $100. And very easy to use. Everything is like literally drag and drop, or pretty much just find and replace. So I built a little menu. I added a couple service pages. I made a little about page. We added a blog section, which we don't even really use. I put his business hours, his phone number. He had a logo he sent me, so I kind of used the logo's colors, kind of the gray and red, and put together some stock images in a slider here. And he gave me a bunch of photos. I put them in a gallery. Took a photo of him and then added a little bit of copy here, like why to choose him. Added a couple branding logos, his Angie's List, and a review us on Google badge. That was pretty much it. I mean, this whole site is honestly something that you could build in a weekend. You could do this literally in a matter of a few hours once you actually learn how to use the platform. It's very, very easy to do. And once I completed this, he was so happy with the work, he wrote me a $750 check. Now, after that first year, I maintained the site and I was able to charge him for hosting. And on top of that, the second year, he goes, hey, can you upload some new photos? Can you change a couple things? He recently asked me to throw this logo up here. He paid me another $750 a year later. And now it's been about, I think, like 3-4 years since I did this for him. And we actually, I've recently done a couple other things for him. I helped him out with like a new blog post or something, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to throw you another $250 just for keeping the site up and running." So this is super, super simple, you guys. I can't tell you how easy this is. If you go to Google, we'll just take one live right now. I'm going to type electrician. I'm going to do this literally off the cuff as I'm recording this. And you can see we got a bunch of electricians here. So let's take a look at like Joe's Electrical, right? We have this huge list. We can pull up their websites and see what they got going on. Like this site, this is okay, but whose site would you choose if you pick this one or this one? It's pretty straight, like the site that I built looks a lot better. It visually looks much, much better. Colors, the branding. This just looks kind of dull and bland. It looks like something that's old. So what if I called up Joe's Electric and was like, "Hey, I saw your website. It looks like something that's a little bit dated. I'd love to help you out with something newer." This is weird too. Like even the copyright, it says default copyright text. Like stuff like that that's just very minor that I could fix and make a little bit better. To give an overall better look and feel of like what this guy really provides. And we could go through and find a bunch of these, right? Let's take a look at David Electrical. This one's actually not bad. Probably wouldn't go after him. He's got a nice site. If we keep going through these, this guy doesn't even have a website, so that's one. Here's another one. That probably isn't an actual electrician. And you can keep going through these and just pulling up the websites. This one's not too bad, but it's a little bit, it just doesn't really strike me as something that's too much business branded. It almost looks like more like an art site or something. Here's another one, no website. This one I think is a little more well known, but like let's take a look at theirs. This one's okay, but honestly I still think even mine might be a little bit nicer. And as we go through these, you can find a ton of these, right? Here's another one, no website. This guy's got a website, but he's fairly low in the rankings. This site's not good at all. Look at this. This is awful. There's nothing really here. This like just looks kind of weird. The phone number and the menu looks kind of strange. There's like miscapitalization in his master electrician. Just overall, the whole thing is not great, right? He's missing a security certificate on the site. Very basic stuff, right? If I went and said, "Hey, Frank, I'm looking to get some experience building websites, and I'd love to help you out. All I ask for in return is a testimonial." And I can guarantee you, if you build a website for somebody, you do something nice like this, they're going to come back and actually pay you for it. I don't care what you say. Most people will be willing, or at very minimum, like let's say a year down the road, right? I needed something done in my house. I needed electrical work. I need a new light fixture installed. You think if I called this guy and said, "Hey, I need this done," you think he's going to charge me when it comes time to do that? No, he won't. And you could get a great barter out of it. So what I suggest is picking up a nice theme like this one. Here's the one that I use. It's called Build Press. That's the one I used on Sean's site. This one runs for $100. Make this small investment. Get a really nice theme. This one, they actually give you like a bunch of different demos too. You can even get, I think they have one that has, I want to say like a landscaper theme. So they have a bunch of different layouts for this. So let me scroll down. They've got a classic version, a light. Here's one that's like a landscape version. Here's a shop. And then they got a couple coming soon pages. So let's say you went out and found landscaper sites, right? Like, look how beautiful this site looks. This is amazing looking. If you built this for any landscaper, it's probably going to be better than pretty much every landscaper site in the city, right? So if you went out, spent the $100, went out and found some landscapers and said, "Look, I want to help you build a website for free, and all I ask for in return is a testimonial." This is a great way to get started. So I do want to give you guys one last resource. If you're truly interested in this business model, I actually put together a course that I kind of break this down. It's very simple to get started with. I call it Barter Profits for Cash Confidential. And I know I mentioned the word barter, but technically you can actually get paid for these websites. And what I decided to do with someone like Sean was I said, "Hey, I have a plumbing issue in my house. Can you come help me fix it?" And most of the time, Sean actually came and did the work for free and didn't charge me any money. So I kind of got a barter out of it, but I also got paid. So I'm going to show you guys a whole bunch of case studies on different examples for all different things that I've done, whether or not it's plumbing, painting. I got a car stereo done. I've had interior painting, driveway. I had my driveway completely repaved, and I got a huge discount on that. Free chiropractic adjustments. I did a landscape barter where I had someone build a wall that would have otherwise cost over $2,000. So anyway, I'm going to leave a link to check out Barter Profits for Cash Confidential. If you guys like the idea of this, if you're confident that you can go out and learn how to do this, I show you everything from a live walkthrough of me basically building this same exact site that I did for Sean. I literally walk you through a brand new build that I did just a couple months ago for another business, and I pretty much show you everything you need to know about how to get this going, how to find the clients, the types of deals that I've done, and where it's benefited me. So anyway, I'll leave a link below in the description if you want to check out Barter Profits. And again, let me know if you have any ideas for other videos you want to see. Definitely looking forward to it, and I hope this video has been helpful for you.